The last time I had a debate with someone on the channel, it was with an I Stand with Vic supporter who was a male, so I kind of wanted to get a female perspective on the situation because a lot of people from #HickVic, like Jamie, Marchi, and Monica Real, will speak for the entire gender when they say things like men will never understand what it's like to be sexually harassed, or they bring up all these statistics like only 2 to 10% of rape allegations are false. So I wanted to get a female perspective on the situation. You want to introduce yourself?
Hello, everybody. My name is Reem, and I'm from Saudi Arabia. And I'm here to have a really good debate with you today. And I hope different perspective on the whole situation.
I was just going to ask you some questions about your perspective on the situation, especially when it comes to Jamie Marchi, because she tends to use a lot of feminist arguments and ideologies that a lot of women have been DMing me and telling me that they personally disagree, especially people that are actually victims of sexual assault. A lot of people have been DMing me about their sexual assault situations and how they still support Vic. So what's your opinion on sexual assault and how it happens to women? And a lot of the points that Jamie Marchi makes against
Honestly, yeah. For me, I think it's really sad that she's using this narrative that you should all be silent and just believe all victims without any evidence and without any proof, but that's not true. And honestly, for me, I've seen a lot of women who they were tweeting about they were victims of sexual assault, but that this situation is right. It happens to us a lot. Like women are a lot of the times are victims. However, when it comes to something like this, you do need proof, and you just can't slander somebody like without any proof. And it's just sad that she's using this kind of say gender card, like all women are subjected to patriarchy and stuff like that. And I honestly don't agree with her.
So, what are your thoughts about Monica Real constantly saying that she's being harassed for coming out, and this discourages women from speaking out on the internet about sexual assault?
Honestly, Monica kind of she's using like it's almost like a defense mechanism. However, you subjected yourself to this. You came out just questioning you, like they're asking you questions, and at the beginning, saying, "Do you have any proof? Do you have any evidence?" And she just, "Oh, just believe me, I'm a victim and whatever." And then when she kind of felt that wasn't going the way that she wanted it or what they wanted it, she kind of resorted to, "Oh, I'm going to threaten you. I'm going to call Homeland Security." And it's like, no, people have opinions and opinions.
I'm glad you brought that up. So, don't you think it's kind of inherently hypocritical that Monica Real claims that women are not able to come out and speak about sexual assault because they get threatened on the internet, yet her response to that is to threaten people with the FBI and Homeland Security?
Very hypocritical. No, but like, if you're gonna put something as huge, a huge accusation like this, expect a bit of backlash, or at least, you know. So it's kind of normal. I don't know what she expected it. Did she just expect people to not question it and just believe everything she says? Doesn't I don't think they know how the internet works, and a part of it, I think it's also because they're not really used to the internet. So it was kind of like, and this, so it was happened. So yeah, I just don't agree with what she did, honestly.
I'm really glad you brought that up because I actually made a tweet one time. Let me see if I can try to find it where I said, I think Monica Real is new to the internet. Exactly what you just said, because
Yeah,
some of the
exactly. It
ways,
shows.
some of the things that she says, it's just like, for example, she'll say that people need to stop harassing her based on her opinions, and she'll like say that, oh, the reason why I'm threatening people with Homeland Security is to try to get people to stop. And I was just saying, like, okay, first of all, I'm not saying it's right for anyone to harass her. I've never condoned harassment towards anyone on that side.
Of course, yeah.
But at the same time, if you tell people on the internet to not do something, they're gonna keep doing it. That's how the internet works.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's like it's ironic that she doesn't want people to harass her for her opinions, her harassing other people for their opinions, and pitting her supporters to harass the crowd for their opinions. How is that fair? It's not fair. Everybody has the right to their opinion at the end of the day.
What are your opinions on Mars Girl?
Oh, oh, I have to bite my tongue. I have to bite my tongue on this one. Um, how do I say this? Mars Girl has been fabricating evidence, and the latest one was she used a video of Vic doing a line from Oran High School Host Club with a girl, and she twisted the story of like, oh, he told her father to go out and to do this kind of creepy line with her and without consent. It's like, no, like don't use me. This was with consent, and my parents were there. She keeps falsifying evidence, people, and honestly, she is a very weird person, and I have no opinion other than she's a very sad person.
I'm smiling ear to ear right now because I was about to bring that exact situation up. So, a lot of people were defending
Mm,
Vic, including the person who literally was in the video, by
yeah,
saying that Vic was saying that line about dads leaving the room as a joke because they didn't want to get beat up by the dad. It was an obvious joke.
yeah,
And another thing was, she said that the whole situation was consensual. He asked everyone for their consent, and he did everything with the girl's permission. Therefore, Mars Girl took that situation out of context and tried to use it against her. That's one thing. Another thing is, there have been several screenshots. I'll do my best to find them, but I don't have them right now. Of Mars Girl claiming that Vic Mignogna sexually assaulted her, but then in other posts, she'll say that he didn't sexually assault her, but she is just supports victims. So she's blatantly lied about getting sexually assaulted by Vic Mignogna, and that is
I've
pretty
seen that.
disgusting.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen, and this is what I'm saying. She keeps lying, and she keeps like false evidence, and why? It's obvious there's a certain agenda that's going on. I don't want to say that obviously because I don't know the whole truth, but very sketchy is going on, and at this time, I pay her no attention because people have seen the real her. And have you seen like the latest video of her where she was making fun of rape victims?
Yeah, I did.
Really
Was that from a
discussing rape
podcast,
for
right?
joke on podcast.
Yeah, yeah. So someone DM'd me and told me about that podcast actually.
Yeah, so people have seen the real her. You could say that. So pay these people. And right now, I'm just focusing on bringing the facts and the truth. And hopefully, whoever is in the right, that's all I have to say.
I completely agree. Two things I want to say. Me personally, I've never said that Vic Mignogna is 100 million% innocent. I don't know. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I only
yes,
know what I can see from facts and evidence, and I believe in innocent until proven guilty. So for now, I will presume that he's innocent.
absolutely.
And that's one thing. And another thing is to go back to your point about the agenda. I want to supplement that point real quick. So a lot of people have been DMing me, telling me that Jamie Marchi has actually had scripts changed to include more of a feminist dialogue in a lot of the animes that she produced. Do you have any opinions on that, or have you heard about that?
I've seen it. I've seen like the clips of her dubs. Yeah, inserting very serious political agendas in anime. Care about your political views. Like if you wanna, your political view is your political view. However, as a professional like anime dubber, actress, true to the original source, and don't try and change it and plug your own political views into it. This just shows the kind of people that they are and the people that run Funimation.
Have you ever seen that? I completely agree with everything you just said, but have you ever seen that video of Vic Mignogna pretty much predicting that one day someone might take his friendliness out of context and slander him for sexual
Mhm.
assault?
I've seen it, and this is exactly what's going on right now.
That's kind of insane that he was able to predict that a few years before it happened, because I believe that video was a few years ago.
Yeah, it was in. Yeah, I've seen it.
That's wild. That's wild. That's crazy.
He predicted like people, somebody on the internet, maybe on Facebook, they will write, "Oh, Vic Mignogna sexually assaulted me," and people wouldn't know the story. And he said he could lose everything because of something like that, and it happened.
Oh, one more thing I want to talk about, unless you have a lot more to say, but I was going to ask you your opinion on, because for me personally, I've said this multiple times, the most hurtful thing about this situation, I haven't said this during our prior conversation, but I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. Love Dragon Ball ever since a kid. I've loved it for forever now, right? And the biggest thing that hurt me, seeing my heroes, Sean Schimmel and Chris Sabat, abuse their fans in support of Monica Riasa. Do you have any opinions on that?
I get that. Honestly, seeing your childhood idols turn out to be very sketchy people, it's kind of crushing. It's like your childhood dreams are being crushed. Um, but at the end of the day, we gotta separate the characters that we love from the real people, the voice actors. Schimmel, you know, eh, I feel like he's just like a specific opinion on him, especially after that video of him surfaced. I think what they all need to do right now is to lay low at least, because this is getting very serious. And unless they can provide evidence, nobody's gonna back them up anymore.
I think you made a great point with separating the character from the person playing it, because that's what I'm trying to do right now. Goku, not even was, still is my hero. You know what I mean? I love Goku. I love the character. I love Dragon Ball, and seeing the guy that plays him kind of
Yeah,
turn his
I used
back.
to watch Dragon Ball now.
Wow, I hate you. No, I'm kidding.
Why?
No, I'm joking. But yeah. So
It's my childhood anime.
I only knew about Vic Mignogna from his role in Broly, and I've loved Vic Mignogna's work. He's actually sang a few songs for Dragon Ball Z Kai. I don't know if you've ever heard Dragon Soul. Vic Mignogna
Yeah,
actually sang that
yeah,
song. Amazing song, by the way. But so yeah,
yeah,
so that is
yeah.
how I got involved in this situation. And same thing with Chris Sabat. Chris Sabat was being very vicious with the fans. So that's pretty much it. Do you have any
Yeah.
final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Like I said, I just hope conclusion of everything. I just hope people learn it's just to be kind to each other and not to follow a specific, I guess you could say, specific brigade. Just stop for a while and think. And if you're gonna accuse somebody and ruin somebody's life, evidence and proof, and let's not tear each other down with our differences, whether it was gender, whether it was race. Let's just be kind. And I honestly hope to God the support that he needs right now, because it must be very, very harsh on him right now. And yeah, I just hope for the truth to come out at the end of the day.
You know, he actually did a live. Vic Mignogna actually did a live stream like a week or two ago. Did you see that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, he looks like he is putting on, he seems like he's doing pretty well, but I'm sure, like you said, the situation did hurt his heart. I'm sure it did.
Yeah, I honestly, it looks like he kind of lost a bit of weight. You can see it on his face. It's been harsh. It's been harsh.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving your opinion on the situation.
Yeah.
I think you made a lot of great points, and thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what
Thank
you
you
guys
so
thought
much.
about the conversation in the comments, and let me know what your opinions are on the situation. I do want to have more of these debates because, like Reem said, I do. At the end of the day, I might be a little bit harsh in my videos sometimes towards Ron Toy and stuff like that, but I completely agree. We should all, love and support each other, and if we disagree, we shouldn't hate each other for that. We're humans. We're gonna disagree. I think life should be more about acceptance than it is about division between gender and opinion. We should all try to, accept our differences and grow as people instead of accusing people for crimes without any evidence, and then once people challenge you on that, threaten them with FBI. So that's my thoughts on the situation. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the
Yeah.
comments. Once again, thanks for coming on, and see you guys later.